We had no medical expenses because other than some scans we had to pay for.
Giving birth in Australia is expensive. Agree or disagree?
I have to disagree. We went through the public hospital and we got superb care, top of range.
Yeah, it was definitely the right choice, and like Kate said, we had amazing staff, amazing facilities. We didn't see the point of spending money and going private when the public system works so well.
I don't think that there's a definitive answer.
No, I agree.
For that question.
I think it all depends on maybe the level of private health care you have. You know, we've made the decision to include it in our private health care, but to do that you have to, I think, be on the policy for 12 months before you use it. So you actually have to plan in advance, and you're paying that premium, you know, well in advance of giving birth.
Can you agree and disagree, I suppose? Because there's two ways of doing it. So I suppose if you do the public way of having a baby, it's completely free. Everything's free, from all the appointments in the pregnancy to the labour, delivery and after you have the baby, so that's all free. But if you were to do it privately, there's quite a bit of cost involved, and to us, we thought that that was too expensive. I think it can range anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 extra.
You can't predict what's going to happen on the day. There is no right or wrong answer to go public or private, it's your choice. I would say whether or not it's expensive or not comes down to what you value and how much you value your care too.
What are some of your medical expenses from pregnancy to delivery? Are they all out-of-pocket expenses?
We had no medical expenses because other than some scans we had to pay for.
Well, there's all the obstetrician fees.
There's the scans in there as
well. The scans, then the actual hospital fee. So as we said, we went private. So we had some out-of-pocket hospital fees. Our baby had a little bit of time in the special care nursery, and I also had some special care, so we had some unexpected costs there as well.
But I don't think they're all out of pocket. I mean, we did claim back some costs as well, so we did recoup some of that.
So the GP that I wanted to go to, because I wanted to be very specific about the GP, we had to pay for her appointments. So, and that was out of pocket about, every time I saw her, about $40. And there was a couple of additional tests that the GP recommended. We didn't have to do them.
What are some unexpected costs that can add up with a newborn baby?
Well, we never really budgeted for the baby, so we didn't know what costs there were. So everything was unexpected. But I have to say, all the unexpected costs would be when we were panic buying. So the baby's crying, we don't know how to fix him. So we rush out to the chemist at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we just buy stuff that we don't really, we think we need, but we don't know if we need it, but we just buy it anyway.
There's always something. I remember in the first 6 months, I'd say to Mike, we need to get this, you know, we hadn't prepared and we hadn't bought everything under the sun. We just got the essentials to begin with. I'm a pretty planned person, so I had prepared like the first 6 months of clothes, but then he came out a lot bigger than what we were expecting. So he wasn't in the newborn clothes for very long. So we had to go and do a bit more shopping after that.
If you were not breastfeeding, you would have to then look into formula and how you would feed your child straight away, and that can happen, and that will happen within the first week or two of having a baby.
Or later.
Or later down the track. So that would be something that you may not consider to start with. What are the expenses new parents should set aside money for after the child is born?
Obviously the basics, like pram, baby seat for the car, for setting up the house for the baby to be comfortable.
I think in general it's just the day-to-day stuff that you don't always think about. So apart from clothes that they're going to grow out of, it was particular types of socks or shoes. It was a lycra hat for the pool.
Probably all those everyday items and like medical items that you may not think that you needed.
I think nappies probably is the most.
Nappies would be the biggest expense we've had.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
wipes.